Okay, guys, so now I'm going to go over number 6. Number 6 says a firework is shot upward so that it follows the equation y equals negative 16x squared plus 80x plus 3, where y is the height of the firework and x is time. How many seconds will it take for the firework to hit the ground? Round to the nearest second. So if I want to know, I'm shooting the firework from here, the firework goes up, the firework comes down. This is where it hits the ground when the height is 0. That's the positive root. Okay, so I want to find that out to the nearest second. That if I'm rounding it, I won't be able to factor it. I'm going to use quadratic formula. So x equals negative b would be negative 80 plus or minus the square root of b squared, 80 squared, minus 4 times a is negative 16 times c is 3, all divided by 2a, 2 times negative 16. X equals negative 80 plus or minus the square root of 80 squared is 6,400. And I have 2 negatives, so it's going to turn into positive, and it's 4 times 16 times 3, which is 192, all divided by negative 32. X equals negative 80 plus or minus the square root of, I have 6,592, all of it divided by negative 32. So now this is where I take my 2 paths. I am going to, let me erase this first so I have a little bit of space, not much space here. I'm going to now go 2 paths. I have either x equals negative 80 plus the square root of 6,592, all of it divided by negative 32, or x equals negative 80 minus the square root of 6,592, all of it divided by negative 32. So negative 80 plus the square root of 6,592 equals divided by negative 32 is going to give me, the first root is negative 0.037, which I can't even round to the nearest whole. It's just going to be 0. And then negative 80 minus the square root of 6,592 equals divided by negative 32. And that's going to give me 5.03. So approximately to the nearest second, approximately 5 seconds. This one gets rejected. This one gets rejected. And I end up with 5 seconds. Okay, part B says, how high does the firework climb before it starts to descend? So how high does it climb is here, the highest point. That's the y value of the vertex. Remember that your steps for finding the vertex y value are first find the axis of symmetry. X equals negative b over 2a. So x equals negative 80 over 2 times negative 16. So I have negative 80 divided by negative 32, which is going to give us 2.5. That's the x value. I need to plug that in to get the y value of the vertex. Plug into the equation. You're going to do y equals negative 16 times 2.5 squared plus 80 times 2.5 plus 3. So 2.5 squared is 6.25 times negative 16 is going to give us negative 100 plus 80 times 2.5 is 200 plus 3, that's going to be 103 feet high. So the highest point that it reaches here is 103. That's the y value of the vertex. Okay, so hopefully that helps you guys to clear up any questions from yesterday and then to do tonight's homework. All right, thanks.